Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I was going to do some things outside this morning, and it's kind of raining. I did get a couple of things done, but I decided I would come in and cook something for you. This is a low carb, no carb video, and we are going to make meatballs. But we're not going to do it in the traditional way. We are going to do it so that it will fit perfectly into a low carb, no carb diet. Okay? All right. So, and I dressed up for you because, you know, I'm wearing my work clothes and everything. What do you think? You should see my pants. I got on my paint pants. I dressed up for you. Okay, hey, I ain't no glamour girl, alright? There's nothing glamorous about me. Alrighty, let's get busy and I'll show you how to do this. FYI, I have never made these before, but I looked it up and I kind of combined a couple of different recipes to simplify it for me. So, I've never made them before, and some of them are going to be for the freezer, and some of them I'm going to cook in the air fryer. So, let's just see how it goes. Alrighty then. Come on, you don't want to miss it. It could be something good. Granny's in the kitchen. Okie doke. Thanks for joining me today. You guys are the best. No, really, you are the best. Seriously. Alright, what I have in the big bowl is 8 ounces of Monterey Jack cheese. I'm using the Monterey Jack because that's what I happen to have. You can use any cheese you want. Some recipes call for half Parmesan and half some other cheese or mozzarella or whatever. This is what I happen to have. I had an 8-ounce block, so I just shredded that up. And to that, I'm going to, most recipes call for 1 egg, but I'm going to use 2 eggs in my meatball mixture. Now, I'm going to add in some garlic powder. Now, you can add in whatever you think you want, or, I don't know, don't add any. You don't have to add these spices, you really don't. And I've got a little bit of parsley left. I'm going to throw that in. And, whew, that smells garlicky. And I'm going to add in some minced dried onion. And you know, these are dried, so they'll expand, and it makes a nice filler. Plus, it'll give it some good flavor. I think I'm going to put some more in. Okay. Now then, I have about a pound of 80-20 ground beef here. You use whatever you like. You don't have to use ground beef. You can use turkey. You can use sausage. Bison, I don't know, you just use whatever you like. But the first thing you have to do is you have to get it open. That's important. And I picked this up from Fairway. This ground beef, this is the normal price. It wasn't on sale. It's $4.43 a pound. I've asked, they don't sell any lower grade than 80-20, but that's okay. We're good with it. Now then, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this up because I want my eggs to be well incorporated. Now, according to what I've seen, on Googly. You don't need to add any other filler. No breadcrumbs, no nothing. Okay. So I'm going to mix this together. I'm going to do it very well. If you are adverse in any way, shape, or form to handling meat or doing the squishy method, by all means, do it your way. I believe in getting in up close and personal with your food. I think that's important. It's important to me. Now, years ago, when I had a young family, to tell you the truth, when I made meatloaf, I would put onions, things like that in there. I never used filler in my meatloaf. I just used eggs, and that seemed to bind it together well enough. And then, as time went by, I decided to incorporate, breadcrumbs or whatever. My mom always used oats. And that's how she did hers. So my ground beef is nice and cold, so I'm not going to put this in the refrigerator. There you go. All mixed up. Now then, these are going to get made into like 1.5 inch balls, meatballs. So hang on, and we're going to be back, and I have to do something with my patty pans and see it, and we'll be right back. Okie doke. Now, I've got a 9x13 pan here. That's irrelevant, the size really. But I have lined it with some Fairway butcher paper. Now, Fairway always wraps their meat in a plastic wrap and then a butcher paper. If the butcher paper is unsoiled, I will save it because I can use it for other things, such as making the meatballs, putting them on the butcher paper, and putting them in the freezer to let them freeze individually. Okay? So what I have here, I've got a tablespoon measure, and I'm just going to do this, and let's see what size meatball I get. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go with it. So, fill that up. And then I'm going to just give it a little whirl it into a ball shape. I should get quite a few this way. Okay? Now, if you're having an issue with it sticking, you can dampen your fingers or even dampen the little scoop. This is part of using what you have. I don't have a little muffin scoop or, a mini muffin scoop or anything like that. I don't have anything like that. But I do have this. So this works pretty well. Especially if you're going to make smaller meatballs. If you want to make larger meatballs, then by all means use a larger scoop. What are you guys up to today? Put in the comments below and tell me what you're doing today. How's your day going? Alrighty, I'm going to continue on my quest here and get these done. And I'm going to pop them in the freezer. They're not going to take very long to freeze, okay? They're not going to take long at all. So, we'll be back. Okay, I've got 28 frozen meatballs. And these are the ones I'm going to cook So I've got 6 of these. So I've got 30, 32, 34. I got 34 meatballs out of 8 ounces of cheese, 2 eggs, a pound of ground beef. Okay, alrighty. Okay, now, according to any instrucciones that I could find, it said to preheat the air fryer. And it says to put them in the air fryer for 10 minutes at 350 degrees. I've never really preheated the air fryer. I did put it on there for 1 minute, and so that they don't stick, I brushed it with some melted beef tallow. So that's what I did. All right, now put these in here, and I will put them in for 10 minutes at 350. The default is 15 minutes, 360. So let's give it a whirl, see what happens. Don't be scared. Okie doke, they are done. I put them at 350 for 10 minutes, but I cut it off at 9 minutes, and in actuality, they probably could have gone for a little bit less time. But here they are. I want to show you what they look like. Now, they smell delicious. What I've done is, oh, and you can see the cheese that's melted. Now, I made this a few days ago. It is a tomato sauce made from fresh garden tomatoes. All I did was chop them up. I put them in a pan with a little bit of melted butter. I added some seasonings, Italian seasonings, and some garlic. This is very hot. You can see the tomatoes are chopped up. It's just an Italian sauce is all it is. And then to warm it back up, I enriched it with a pat of butter. And it's actually just got dehydrated onions in it. And I had some dehydrated celery, so I put that in there as well. So let's take one of these meatballs, and we're going to, I'm just going to put a little bit of this sauce on it. Now, why did I make these meatballs the way I did, and with the flavorings? It's because I did not want to make Italian meatballs, Swedish meatballs, etc. I just wanted to make a flavorful meatball that I could use in any kind of sauce. My intention at some point is to cook some of them and use a nice creamy mushroom sauce, for example, with real full-fat cream and I have dehydrated mushrooms, but you could use other mushrooms as well, and some mushrooms, staying within the parameters of my 20 grams of carbs or less, and covering these meatballs in some nice creamy mushroom sauce. I think that would be delicious. So let's see what these taste like. They smell really, really good. Wow. I'm so impressed with these. You can make them bigger if you want. These are just nice little bite-sized meatballs. Oh, wow. With this fresh tomato sauce, they're really good. If you've got some leftover tomatoes from your garden, try making this nice little sauce. It's really easy. All the juices, like there's nothing added to this. All these juices come out of the tomatoes. And it gives you this really lovely, lovely sauce. And you know what? You're not doing pasta or anything like that. You don't need it. You just don't, because this is the flavor you want anyway. All right. So let's see. I'm going to dip this in here. I like being able to dip it. See? I'm so happy. I'm so very happy. These are going to taste good with a nice cream sauce as well. And I'll tell you something else that you can do with this. If you have some chicken broth or some nice beef broth, you could put a few little low-carb vegetables in there if you want to, and cook up your meatballs and put them in your soup. Winter's coming, and you know, soup is always so awesome. All right, that's it. Oh, hey, why couldn't you make a nice cheese sauce too? Oh, that would be delicious. Maybe some full-fat cream and shred up your favorite cheese and put that on your meatballs. Oh, okay, my mind is buzzing with ideas. How about you? Do you have any ideas? I think you do. All right, listen, that's it for me today. I love you guys. I'm going to finish eating these because they are awesome. This was my experiment. I wanted to see how this would work. It's worked beautifully. I hope you give this a try. In whatever way you wish, and in whatever way you wish to flavor these. You can have your meatballs, and you don't have to use any filler substitutes either. The cheese is fantastic, by the way. Alrighty, I love you guys. You know I do. If I can do this, you can do this. You know you can. So get in that kitchen and make a bunch of these low carb, no carb meatballs, and you are going to be happy and glad that you did. Okay? All right. I love you. And as always, you know that little is much when God is in it. Okay? I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.